Hello everyone. A very good morning to everyone. How's the जोश? थोड़ा तेज से बोलो. गुड मॉर्निंग. हाँ, लास्ट क्लास में क्या पढ़ा था? कंज्यूमर फोरम. हु इज कंज्यूमर? You are consumer. What is a forum? A forum is nothing but a stage set for your grievance redressal. And what is consumer forum? Generic definition लिख दो ना Google में जाए. It is a platform wherein the grievances of the consumer are resolved. That is consumer forum. ठीक है. Now who will? I have given you a homework. Write a short note on consumer movement in India. I have told you the source also. NCERT economics class 9th और 10th. कितने लोगों ने किया है? 1. एक ही पोस्ट आती है डिप्टी कलेक्टर की जनरल वाली. तुम्हारी ये बाकी सब बैठे हैं ऐसे. ठीक है. तो आज का टॉपिक क्या है? इंफॉर्मेशन कमीशन. Information Commission. Let's deconstruct this. What is information? One definition is that information is collection of data according to him. Next. Information is the basis of empowerment for democracy. Very good. But good when I have asked you what is the significance of information in the hands of citizen. That is the answer. I am asked generic definition. What is information?
Collective data of anything.
Collective data of anything and facts about anything, knowledge. बस यही होता है. Collection of data, facts, knowledge. That is information. Now what is commission? An organization. Yes, exactly. Any organization who is which may be constitutional, legal body authorized to perform certain actions, take decisions or to entertain complaints. That is commission. Now let's trace the genesis of this information. We know that information commission is there. Everyone has generic understanding that information commission is there to resolve all the grievances related to information. Now if we are talking about information commission, हमको बात करना पड़ेगा about right to information. RTI पढ़ा चुका है. RTI. What is RTI? What is RTI? No, I'm not asking about RTI Act. What is RTI? It is right to information. Why any information is necessary here, especially in democracy like India? Like you said earlier, it is the there is a very famous quote. It is the vibrant citizen who make vibrant democracy. What do you understand by vibrant democracy? Where government is accountable. There is transparency in the functioning of government. Now, how will you make a citizen vibrant? Being an informed citizen. I have told you about when we were studying that public participation. We have discussed about elections. We have discussed about the significance of elections. Why election is significant in a country like India? Exactly. India is a representative democracy. Given the diversity of India, representative democracy in India is inevitable. It has to be there. Now what happens in reality? That people vote. There is a topic, role of caste and religion. There is a very famous quote that in India, people do not cast their vote, they vote their caste. This is a quote that in India, people do not cast their vote, they vote their caste. And many times there is allegations on political parties that they have distributed money, they have distributed in order to attain the votes of the citizens. Now why it is there? If I am giving vote by just taking money and taking all that those what we call somras. What is somras? Mentioned in Rigveda. 4 gods are there. 4 gods are mentioned in. One of them is Somdev, energy drink. Tribal still they used to, and in tribal areas still they make somras out of mahua and all the things. So when I cast my vote on the basis of that, I am not casting my vote. अब कैसे cast कर दूं मैं अपना vote? By reading manifesto of the political party. When we know the literacy rate in India. Now, I hope everyone know the concept, the difference between literacy and educated. There is a difference in literacy and educated. I don't know how political party has worked in the past. I don't know how political party will work in the future. I don't know how my representative will going to resolve my grievances. So I'm not casting my vote, I'm voting my caste. That is there. Hence, in order to make an informed choice, दुकान में गए तुम जूता खरीदने, एक एडिडास का है. अब एडिडास वाले शोरूम में दिक्कत ये है कि जूते की 4 पेजेस की कॉपी है. तुमको उस जूते के सारी क्वालिटीज पता होंगे. अच्छा, बारिश में दौड़ूंगा तो ज्यादा स्पीड से दौड़ेगा, छत से कूदूंगा तो पैर नहीं टूटेगा ना. इन्फॉर्म चॉइस. मार्केट में चले जाओ, फर्स्ट कॉपी थर्ड कॉपी ऐसे रोड में पड़े रहते हैं, कुछ नहीं, नो वारंटी. जब तुम शोरूम में जाते हो तो यू मेक एन इन्फॉर्म्ड चॉइस. वारंटी रहती है, तुमको पता अच्छा ये इतना काम करेगा, इतने साल की वारंटी, 3-5, everything is there. So whenever you have to make choices between two things, if you have information about those things, you will make good choice, you will make an informed choice. Similarly, if people in any democracy have information how government is functioning, how government is using its resources, how government is allocating its resources, how government officials, what is the mechanism, what are your rights, what are your rights, what you have to demand, all these things compile set of facts, figures, knowledge, which ultimately sums up into information. That is why informed citizen is very, very, very important in a country like India, because it is the informed citizen who make its informed choices, and we choose our representatives, and we make democracy vibrant. So if I give you a question, write a short note, write a question, write a question, that it is vibrant citizen. Why I am making you writing this question? Because there is something in your syllabus known as features of democracy, so you can extract points from there, right? It is vibrant citizen, it is vibrant citizen who make vibrant democracy. Comment. It is vibrant citizen who make a vibrant democracy. Comment. 11 marker, 200 words. और इसी का एक हिंदी में निबंध लिख लेना 1000 शब्द का. ठीक है, हिंदी में डेमोक्रेसी के ऊपर निबंध प्रैक्टिस कर लेना. नाउ if I trace the genesis of this right to information, now by this time everyone knows that RTI Act 2005. If I trace the genesis of RTI Act, I will ultimately jump into a particular case of Supreme Court. What is that case? Who will tell me? Wherein the Supreme Court has generalized or just suggested, hinted towards this right to information contained in Article 19 under freedom of speech and expression. What is that case? Raj Narayan versus the state of UP. Am I right? Raj Narayan versus state of UP. Now, this is the way to learn the things. No doubt you will find in Google, you will find a comprehensive note about Central Information Commission, State Information Commission. But if questions asks you in mains why and how, then your answer must be such कि तुम्हारा आंसर बाकी लोगों से ऊपर हो. तुम्हारा आंसर बाकी लोगों से ऊपर तब आएगा जब तुमने इन्फॉर्म्ड स्टडी की है विद द जेनेसिस फ्रॉम वेयर दिस राइट टू इन्फॉर्मेशन. अब तुम इसके इंफॉर्मेशन कमीशन के कुछ ऐसे क्वेश्चन में व्हाई इंफॉर्मेशन कमीशन इज इंपॉर्टेंट, बाकी बच्चे क्या लिखेंगे? इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट, इट एड्रेसेस द कंप्लेंट्स, इट इज अ बॉडी, ये वो. तुम क्या लिखोगे? इंफॉर्मेशन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया प्लेज वाइब्रेंट रोल इन मेकिंग इट्स डेमोक्रेसी वाइब्रेंट. ये एक पॉइंट एक्सप्लेन कर दो 4-3 लाइन में, 11 मार्कर में आ गया. तो अल्टीमेटली दिस काइंड्स ऑफ थिंग मेक्स योर आंसर वर्थ रीडिंग. ठीक है. Raj Narayan versus state of UP. Supreme Court suggested, hinted towards right to information. Now, to sustain this right to information, Government of India in 2005 implemented RTI Act, Right to Information Act. What is the cycle of right to information? One day I have told you what is the cycle. You seek information, people seeking information, Information Commission, application, yes, information. This cycle is very important to ensure the vibrant democracy, to ensure the free flow of information. What is the one feature of democracy that I have made you write? One feature of democracy is that there is flow of information from government to हर एक टॉपिक आपस में इंटरकनेक्टेड है. इन डेमो फीचर ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी में अपन ने पढ़ा देयर इज फ्लो ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन फ्रॉम गवर्नमेंट टू citizens. Now, which institution plays a very important role by acting as a bridge for that transportation of this information? Media. Media. No, ITI Act is there. It is significant. Media. अब टॉपिक में तुम्हारे दिया हुआ है फीचर ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी के नीचे क्या? रोल ऑफ मीडिया. तो सिलेबस ऑर्गेनाइज किया गया है, तो दे आर नॉट समथिंग कि ऐसे हवा में ऑर्गेनाइज किया गया. देयर इज समथिंग, कुछ कनेक्टिविटी है. रोल ऑफ मीडिया. मीडिया इज फोर्थ पिलर ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी. ऑलराइट. नाउ राइट अ शॉर्ट नोट. क्वेश्चन. राइट अ क्वेश्चन. राइट अ क्वेश्चन. राइट अ शॉर्ट नोट. राइट अ शॉर्ट नोट on Central Information Commission. Write a short note on Central Information Commission. First of all, I'll explain you all the things. We will discuss something in details. Then I'll make you write. All right. Now let's keep our discussion to two important bodies. That is Central Information Commission and State Information Commission. Now let's talk about Central Information Commission. Central Information, जिससे पूछूंगा वो बताएगा. Central Information Commission is a constitutional body or a statutory body? जिससे पूछूंगा वो बताएगा. कौन? Statutory body. Why it is a statutory body? Because passed by a special law. What are constitutional bodies? Mentioned in a constitution. Central Information Commission falls under the ambit of which ministry? Ministry of Personnel. Very good. It falls under Ministry of Personnel. If I am not wrong, when you will open Lakshmikant 6th edition, page number 57.3. Page number 50. Check if you have Lakshmikant. Page number 57.3 mein you have all the lists. Which ministry falls, which department falls under which ministry, which commission falls under which ministry. It is actually mentioned. To read that point, page 57.3, you can check. Now, Central Information Commission, ठीक है, a body constituted under RTI Act 2005. Nice. Next, what are its composition?
One chairman, 10 other chair.
Very good.
10 member.
Same. One chief Information Commission and not more than 10 Information Commission. That is one Chief Information Commissioner and not more than 10. Means the maximum you can have is 10. अब ये मत बोलना सर उसमें लिखा था not more than 10, लेकिन अभी तो 6 ही है या 7 ही है. तो not more than 10 का मतलब होता है मैक्सिमम 10 हो सकते हैं. उसके नीचे ही तुम्हारे नीड के अकॉर्डिंग है. 6 में तुम्हारा काम चल रहा है, वेरी गुड. 7 में चल रहा है, वेरी गुड. 4 में चल रहा है, वेरी गुड. इंक्लूडिंग, और ये 10 इंक्लूडिंग CIC, चीफ इंफॉर्मेशन कमिश्नर. ऑलराइट. नाउ आई हैव डन सम रिसर्च फॉर यू गाइस बिकॉज MPPSC हैज दिस हैबिट ऑफ आस्किंग सेक्शंस. MPPSC आस्क्स सेक्शंस. सो आई हैव रिसर्च फॉर यू गाइस, और रिसर्च का सोर्स बता रहा हूं. रिसर्च का सोर्स है सेंट्रल इंफॉर्मेशन कमीशन की वेबसाइट. उनके वेबसाइट में एक टैब है हु आर वी टैब है, उसमें तुमको RTI Act के सेक्शंस मिल जाएंगे. Tenure is mentioned under which section. So just make note. This is some miscellaneous sections. Examination hall में हमारे तर्कश में सारे तीर होने चाहिए. अब ये नहीं बोलते कि सर सेक्शन तो पढ़ा नहीं था हमने. क्यों नहीं पढ़ा था? मेंशन है तो पढ़ के आना चाहिए था. ऑलराइट. पेपर ऐसे ही बनता है कि आधे लोग बाहर हो जाएं. बहुत कंपटीशन है. 300 सीट, 10 लाख. लिखो नोट. CIC is constituted. Bullet 1. CIC is constituted. CIC is constituted under Section 12. Section 12 of RTI. आज मैं तुमको इंपॉर्टेंट सेक्शंस बता रहा हूं. Keep this in mind. Section 12. Now a general idea. अभी सिर्फ सेक्शंस लिखवा रहा हूं सारे. अब इसका अपॉइंटमेंट कौन होता है, कौन करता है, अपॉइंट कौन करता है, प्रेसिडेंट करता है।
सॉरी सर, सीआईसी का अपॉइंटमेंट
हाँ,
कमेटी की रिकमेंडेशन पे होता है।
yes, appointed by president on the recommendation of, ठीक है। Now this committee consists of a prime minister as a chairman, leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha and union cabinet minister appointed by prime minister। अब यहां पे एक और टर्न है, अब तुमको पता है कि लीडर ऑफ ऑपोजिशन बनना है तो सिंगल लार्जेस्ट पार्टी must secure 1/10 of the seats, 1/10 of the seats। Now due to unfortunate reasons and due to some leher, we don't have any single largest party. We have single largest party but we do not have party who secured 1/10 of the votes। So ऐसे condition में leader of the single largest party is considered as DAC। अब ये लिखो, ये जो कमिटी है, दिस कमिटी की, इस कमिटी के बेसिस पे प्रेसिडेंट रिकमेंड करेगा। ये कौन से सेक्शन में लिखी है, तो राइट दिस अंडर सेक्शन 12 क्लॉज 3, अंडर सेक्शन 12 क्लॉज 3 ऐसे लिखो, सेक्शन 12 क्लॉज 3 लिखे, डैश कंटेन्स कमिटी, जेनरिक आइडिया सेक्शन याद रखना, कंटेन्स कमिटी विच रिकमेंड्स द अपॉइंटमेंट ऑफ CIC, contains committee which recommends the appointment of CIC। I am just playing safe with you by making you writing this section, छूटना नहीं चाहिए, with the recommendation of this committee। हाँ, recommends what, appointment of CIC and ICs, information commissioners। focus on sections, we'll write this in sequence, जैसे भी section बता रहा हूं। now अब eligibility क्या होगी, वही है वेग कॉन्सेप्ट, वाइड पब्लिक नॉलेज, वाइड एक्सपीरियंस इन साइंस, पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन। तो ये एलिजिबिलिटी वाला जो ये किस सेक्शन में दिया हुआ है, थर्ड बुलेट, एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया, सेक्शन 12 क्लॉज 5 RTI, सेक्शन 12 क्लॉज 5 RTI। even if MPPSC do not asks you, but if you are writing about the tenure or composition, you can quote these sections, this will give you an edge again। next, now there is concept that whoever will be the CIC or information commissioner, they must not hold office of profit। now let's discuss here something, बहुत बार सुना ऑफिस ऑफ प्रॉफिट, ऑफिस ऑफ प्रॉफिट। व्हाट इज ऑफिस ऑफ प्रॉफिट? हाँ, नॉट मेंशन इन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, वेरी गुड, बट व्हाट इज ऑफिस ऑफ प्रॉफिट? अच्छा, ऐसा मतलब कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में नहीं है तो नहीं पता है।
सर मतलब गवर्नमेंट से एक ही ऑफिस के लिए मतलब एक व्यक्ति 2 बार सैलरी नहीं ले सकता। कुछ इनकम नहीं होना चाहिए, गवर्नमेंट रिसोर्सेज।
एग्जैक्टली, very good, excellent। So can I sum up this by saying that position which brings some financial gain, position which brings some financial advantage or financial gain। now whoever answer this question, I'll give him 100 rupees right now। which article mentions the ground of disqualification office of profit?
कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में मेंशन नहीं है सर, तो नहीं होगा।
Constitution do not contain the definition of office of profit, but constitution contains office of profit। 300, very good, excellent। इतना गलत कैसे हो सकते हो भाई? वेरी गुड, 102। ATM भूल गया हूं, बाद में देता हूं। 102, तो आर्टिकल 102, प्लीज चेक इफ आई एम रॉन्ग, देयर इज ऑफिस ऑफ प्रॉफिट बट नॉट डिफाइंड इन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, प्लीज चेक, आई मे बी रॉन्ग, प्लीज चेक। Article 102 mentions office of profit as first ground for disqualification for MPs and MLAs, that they must not hold any office of profit। You can check it। Article 102 खोलो।
If we hold any office of profit under the
Yes.
government of India or the government
Yes, so now make note, the keyword office of profit is mentioned in constitution but it is not defined in the constitution। all right, it is defined nowhere, I think। अब that is the, यही तो कारण है ऑफिस ऑफ प्रॉफिट के इतने कॉन्फ्लिक्ट होते हैं, इट इज आर्बिट्ररी इन नेचर, नॉट डिफाइंड। अब अगर कोई, अब आज भी कुछ चीजें ऐसी ना साइंटिस्ट जो डिफाइन नहीं कर पाए तो डिबेट करते हैं कि ये क्या है, ये क्या है। अब ऐसी ऑफिस ऑफ प्रॉफिट डिफाइन नहीं है तो उसमें कॉन्ट्रोवर्सीज होती हैं, नॉट डिफाइंड के ऑफिस ऑफ प्रॉफिट क्या होगा, अलग अलग केस है, चंद्रशेखर राजू समथिंग, शत्रुचरला राजू केस समथिंग लाइक दैट, and one is your there are multiple number of cases, तो अपने काम के नहीं है वो, will not dig deep into that, but office of profit clear है. Now what was the logic behind office of profit?
The conflict of interest now.
Exactly. One reason is that if a person is holding two responsibilities, he will not do justice with both of them. मेरी दो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है तो मैं दो में से किसी एक ही को अपना 100% देकर के निभा सकता हूं, दैट इज देयर, एफिशिएंसी डाउन हो जाएगी 100%. what is more logic? Some constitutional logic I want. Post 91st Amendment Act, what we did, 91st Amendment restricted the number of ministerial posts. Now there was what practice of appointing your favorite person in some offices and holding profits. Now if I restricted the ministerial post, now what will they do? They will appoint someone else somewhere else for that office of profit. For example, Sambit Patra is some chairman of ONGC Videsh Limited, I think. Exactly. So is Sambit Patra MP? No. That is why he is holding. Later if next he won the election, he will have to resign from there. So this is the logic behind office of profit. Parliament is the place where you hold government accountable. Parliament is a place where you hold government accountable. In such conditions, you have to do justice with your job. That is, you are executive, and executive is there in the parliament. And as an MP, you are there to To take out the inconsistencies in government policies making and hold them accountable. So whatever job you are doing, do it effectively. That is the logic. A person holding two responsibilities cannot do justice with both of them. All right. So back to CIC. Now there is also in CIC that CIC must not hold any office of profit and must not connected with any political party or engage in any agreement which brings advantage to him. This is mentioned in RTI Act section 12 clause 6. Write it. Service condition कह सकते हैं इसको. He must not hold any office of profit. Section 12 clause 6 RTI Act. All right. Next, write about salary allowances and service condition. Next bullet. Salary allowances and service condition. Salary allowances and service condition. ये भी वेग डिस्कशन है, जस्ट अभी एक सीक्वेंस में नोट्स बनाएंगे. अभी मैं तुमको जनरल अंडरस्टैंडिंग दे रहा हूं. Salary allowance and service conditions similar to note Chief Information Commissioner का salary allowance service condition is similar to Chief Election Commission CEC. This is mentioned in section 13. CEC Chief Election Commissioner CEC उसके सैलरी अलाउंस सर्विस कंडीशन चीफ CIC के विल बी सिमिलर टू CEC. ये मेंशन्ड है सेक्शन 13 क्लॉज 5 सब क्लॉज A. नेक्स्ट बुलेट, टेन्योर सेक्शन 13 RTI एक्ट. टेन्योर सेक्शन 13 वी विल डिस्कस कितना टेन्योर होता है क्या कैसा आफ्टर दैट. डन. All right. Now, important sections done. What? Tenure. Tenure is section 13. 12 subclause 6. What is 12 subclause 6? Service condition. It can be called as grounds for disqualification भी कह सकते हैं. You are holding any office of profit. You are associating as any member of parliament or MLA. You are associating yourself with any agreement with government of India, है ना, which you have undue interest, any connection with political party, that is there. So we have discussed all the fragmented knowledge. Now let's concise. Heading: Chief Information Commissioner, CIC. Now we will discuss in this question answer writing format, questions and answers, so that it will help you in mains 3 marker, 5 marker and 11 marker. Okay.